guys, Dr. K with Momentum Physical Therapy and Fitness. Thanks for joining me today, and we're going to talk about neck pain and how to treat it. The most common cause of neck pain is not an accident, it's actually what we do during the day. The more we sit, the more our posture tends to round forward and our head tends to move forward. When that happens, you start to put stress on the neck muscles, the upper back muscles, and the shoulder muscles, as well as the tissue that covers the muscles, and even the tendons, the ligaments, and the joints. So it all gets affected by what we do. So the very first thing that you want to do is try to correct your posture a little bit. If you sit at the computer a lot, you want to try to take literally every 15 minutes and do a little bit of a chin tuck. So it's just gently pulling that chin back and then gently pulling those shoulder blades together. You can't do that if you're slumped forward in this position. It just doesn't work with the muscles. The second thing that's easy to do is when you're in your car, sit up with really good posture and then adjust your rear view mirror. When you start to slump down, you won't be able to see out of your mirror, and that's a cue to have you sit straight back up again. From a muscle standpoint, we can definitely work on our muscles to get those to feel better too. One of the most common areas to feel pain and tightness is right up in this muscle called your upper trapezius muscle. That muscle helps to turn your head, and there's another muscle that attaches into the shoulder blade that helps to lift your shoulder. So again, from sitting, from doing all the things that we do all day, those muscles tend to get really, really tight. So an easy way to try to help relax that and release that tightness is to use either your finger, or if you have a device handy, you can go ahead and use something like that or have somebody else help you too. But the goal is to find some of those tender spots, and you will find them. Press in there, and then you're going to bend your head away and come back. So as you bend your head away, it's going to be more uncomfortable, and that's actually what you're looking for. So you want to do this until it feels a little less awful. Usually what happens is that you start to be able to move your head a little bit more, and the pain gets a little bit less. So that's an easy way you can do that right at your office chair. Again, you can use something else to help push down if you need a little extra pressure, and something like this usually helps if you have somebody that's willing to help you with it. Another option, tennis balls. You can either use those in a sock so that you have two of them together, and that's going to get right along the muscles of the spine. Or if you have one side that's bothering you, just using one tennis ball. So sometimes people will also get headaches when they start to get neck tension. So one of the best, easiest ways to kind of address that is lying right on down, grabbing those tennis balls, and putting it right at the base of the skull. And usually you need to hold on a little bit to help it stay. And that, you just have to lie here, nothing fancy. And then go ahead and just let it relax. And same idea, do that until it feels a little bit better. Neck pain can also occur from other muscles, sometimes in the shoulder and shoulder blade, and again, the muscles alongside the spine. So using those same two tennis balls, if you move those tennis balls down a little bit further, you'll go right alongside the spine, and you can even roll right back and forth. There's a little space in between the two tennis balls for the spine to go. If this is too uncomfortable, and it can be pretty uncomfortable, you can do the same thing up and against the wall so that you're coming down and up like a little wall slide with the balls on the wall. And then lastly, if you need to address some tight muscles in through the shoulder blade, usually it's easier if you do one at a time, and you can just take it right out of the sock that you've got. And you're going to find that sore spot. Don't worry about exactly where you're putting it. Roll around until you find that sore spot. So for me, that's one right there. You need to make sure you breathe. And then you're going to add some arm movement in. And just like when you moved your head, this is going to be a little bit more uncomfortable. And you're going to do this until it feels a little bit better. So those are all ways to help address the muscles and even the fascia in through the neck. If you happen to have numbness and tingling in the hand or the arm, or excruciating pain that really just doesn't go away and hurts with all movement, please, please, please make sure that you do address that with your doctor, as that could be something more serious certainly than a muscle issue. Any of the techniques I showed you though today can be used for any of those neck issues because you'll always have muscle pain and fascia pain when you have anything else going on. So those are some quick, easy ways that you can treat your own neck even while you're at work. Thank you for joining me today. Dr. Ennis, Momentum Physical Therapy and Fitness.